Hi guys.
Hi.
That's gone. We're in the Renault
Captur.
Captur. You have to make it pretty obvious that you don't want to pronounce the E, right?
Yeah.
Captur.
Captur.
Yeah, I just call it Captur, which is not correct. So it's supposed to be Capture.
Yep.
What this is what? It's a B segment jacked up hatchback, right?
Yep. Oh, not bad.
Power not bad.
I don't remember. I drove,
Left where did I go?
Go straight.
Go straight. Okay.
I remember I drove this in the media drive like about 3 years ago. I don't remember it being this punchy.
3 years ago?
Yeah, that was the time they had the CBU one. That one was 121,000 ringgit.
Oh.
Okay, this one now is CKD. This one is 109,000 ringgit.
109.
At least advertised lah. But after discount, we don't know lah.
1.2.
Yep.
Turbo.
6-speed dual clutch.
6-speed dual clutch. How much is the Clio then? This is a Clio interior, right?
I can't remember how the Clio interior looks like, to be honest, because it's been a while since I drove one of those. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's roughly the similar type.
Okay. The first 1 inch of the brake pedal doesn't do anything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And
then everything else comes in the second inch, right?
yeah. And then the first second of depressing the throttle doesn't do much as well until the turbo kicks in. But it's a car with turbo.
So it's... I think this one does not have direct injection, if I remember my facts correctly.
Really?
I think it doesn't have.
No direct injection.
It's
got turbo.
Turbocharged port injection.
Port injection. So it's old school.
White lah.
I'm looking for a sport button.
No, there's eco button.
Fuck. It's already eco enough from the throttle response. See, it's okay, first off, I think this car is left.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's the only other crossover in the segment that is visually obviously small, right? Like the CX-3.
Correct, yes.
Right,
yes.
because the HRV is like damn big.
Yeah. The HRV
XV also bigger.
Yeah.
And okay, very obvious. This is the kind of sensation where you have with the 7-speed dry clutch in Volkswagen.
Correct.
When you let go of the throttle, the car is like almost like release the connection.
Correct, yes.
It almost feels like that. Yeah.
To let the car freewheel and supposedly save fuel.
Supposedly save fuel. Suspension is alright.
It's pretty okay actually. I see some of these rougher surfaces, you go over it.
Yes.
The suspension actually absorbs the surface imperfections quite well.
Yeah. Quiet. Let me lower the aircon. Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet, yeah. The sound insulation is actually very good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
But the plastics are really B segment plastic.
Yeah, fun for law, as the Chinese would say.
Really B segment plastic.
Yeah.
This one. Do not hit the door panels with your knuckle. Your knuckle will hurt. This part feels better. This is what I call the high quality hard plastic.
Yeah.
And the doors are the low quality hard plastics.
Yeah. Well, basically, there isn't much in the way of soft touch plastics.
None, right?
No.
None.
Not where I can hit, to be honest. I mean, there's this fabric insert here at the door card, but that's it.
Hey, go me? Where?
Here. At the trailing edge of the...
the armrest.
Yeah, just that little bit only.
So, this car is 100 and what?
109.
109,000. Obviously, you can nego your way to a 5-figure, right?
I would think you can, yes.
Because sometimes they do promo, right? They were selling it at 199, something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think I've seen some of those at shopping complexes before.
Do I keep right or keep left or what?
Well, since you're on this lane, right? Later at the traffic light, you go straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first impression, I don't know.
Okay.
The sound it makes.
But that was my wedding ring.
Okay. Do not expect soft touch anything here except from the steering wheel, which is wrapped quite tight.
Oh, it's nice.
It's leather wrap, but it's wrapped so tight, like the previous 308 Turbo.
Yeah, I can't remember how that felt like.
It's wrapped so tight that it feels like plastic, right?
It doesn't feel soft.
Yeah, it doesn't feel soft anymore, right? Because
there's the stitching there lah.
They should at least put a little bit of foam inside, like the BMW steering, the squidgy, thick rim. So what I see, headlight adjuster, the height adjuster for headlights, Bluetooth. This is obviously an infotainment system which consists of, it has navigation, radio, media, phone. Pretty straightforward. Navigation.
Is there any use for navigation? Honestly?
Yeah, nobody uses it now. Everybody uses Waze.
Yeah.
And there is a compartment here with a curiously thick lid.
But quite deep actually, because like CD is my phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite deep.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty deep.
Yeah,
pretty deep. Yeah. 2/3 of the phone is in. But the shape, I think you can put quite some stuff in there. I'm just wondering why the lid is that thick and heavy.
Yeah, it has this very funny motion. You press it down, it pops up, and then you have to push it up. There's some resistance as you push the thing up.
Yeah, like some top secret compartment. What else? How many airbags? 6.
6 lah.
6 airbags.
Hey,
got it? No or not? Wait. I have side airbags. I have side airbags. 4 airbags. Is it?
Let me just check the spec sheet.
Sorry, we didn't do our homework.
Obviously not. No, we just collected this car.
We prefer to explore the car with you.
Exactly. That's how we cover for what? 4 airbags, correct.
4
so dual
airbags.
frontal, dual side.
So the segment, HRV got 6.
6, yes.
CX3 got 6.
But HRV's 6 is not standard, right? It's only 6 on the top spec and 2 on the...
How much is the top spec?
120.
120k.
Yeah. So it's, I think that's the HRV one is 100, 110, 120. Thereabouts.
There is a 100k HRV.
Yeah. But that's a very costly.
Turn right, right?
Yes. I think it probably. Hey, turn right, turn right.
Oh fuck.
Hey, turn right. It's a very Kosong spec car one.
HRV.
Yeah. Halogen headlights.
Ooh, fuck man, the guy horned me. Sorry, lorry. Okay, this car, if you're on a slope, even in if you're in D, you let go of the throttle, the car will roll back slightly.
Oh, there's no hill start assist.
I mean, there's nothing holding me back apart from my throttle. See, Malaysians are all fuckers.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
But the best part is, right, the very same ding-dongs that don't give way, right, when the road is clear, they drive slowly. I damn don't understand.
Suspension is alright.
It's very good actually.
It's expected from Renault actually, right? French car, they have great suspension.
I'm quite impressed at the comfort levels.
It's alright. Fabric seats.
Fabric, yeah. It's okay for me. Fabric seats. I prefer sitting on fabric than leather, to be honest.
So, if this were to be compared to the 100k HRV, what is the allure of this?
Well,
the 100k HRV is not 2 airbags, right? It's also 6 airbags, right?
No, I think it's 2 airbags.
Oh.
But
okay, you guys check yourself.
But I think this one. You see, the thing is that, right, if you're shopping at this price bracket, right, the HRV is the logical choice.
The default choice.
The default choice.
Yeah.
So this one, you are choosing this purely for a purpose of differentiation. You want something different from the crowd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the CX3 is too expensive.
The CX3 is very expensive, right?
Yeah. But that was until Toyota launched the CHR at 145k.
Whoa.
Then suddenly the CX3 right now feels like a bargain comparison. Traffic light turn right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think the only car that is within the size of this is the CX3.
Yep.
And maybe the Ford something.
EcoSport.
We forgot about that car's name.
Yeah. The Fiesta based crossover.
The others are bigger, right? But in terms of interior design, material and all, I think this is obviously 1 or 1.5 notch lower than the CX3.
Oh, definitely.
The CX3 is so premium. The
CX3,
interior.
yeah, really has properly premium.
It makes us forget that cars of this segment used to look like this. Right?
Yeah, because you
The
see, right,
CX-3.
now you see the CX-3.
Go straight.
Turn right.
Turn right. Okay.
So you see the CX-3 with all the soft touch plastic, right? Then you come back, wow, hard.
Cannot.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with it.
But to be fair, back to them, the build actually looks pretty okay. I mean,
Renaults generally have
the
okay
gaps,
build, right?
The gaps are all actually very consistent.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of the material selection, and I believe these materials will last the test of time. It's like they won't fall apart or feel brittle. It's just that they don't feel mahal. Yeah.
And I think if you stay in PJ area, I can say that Renault has better service than Honda. Renault's service are very personal, one-to-one.
Yep.
Because of the number of cars they sell. But also, you ask any Renault owners, they can attest to it. They have very personalized services.
Yep.
But that is also something they can only afford when your numbers are small.
Correct. Right? Yes.
So now, as the car is already rolling and going, then I'm not so annoyed by the throttle response, by the response of the engine, or the transmission pairing. In terms of the drivetrain pairing, now I'm on the move, I'm not so annoyed. When I stop, it's a bit annoying.
Yep.
Having to wait for that. But I see, we'll wait a little bit. But for a small engine, I think it's considered very punchy.
Yeah, actually,
very punchy.
Quite surprised.
Yeah. What else do I get in the car? I think Isofix is...
Oh, there's also Isofix at the front.
Isofix at the front? Brilliant.
Yeah, man.
Turn right here.
Turn right, yeah.
So you can put your rear-facing child seat in front.
Yeah.
So you can attend to your child.
Yeah.
Actually, I appreciate that. I appreciate car makers from... Okay, the fucking fuse box is still there.
Yeah.
French cars.
Yeah.
We have no idea why the French never find place to put their fuse box. They could have put it here.
Yeah.
Turn right. Okay.
Oh, lucky the Gen diesel haven't started yet.
Yeah. So if you used to own a Volkswagen, okay, and then you come to a junction, and then you are very impatient, you see a car coming, you floor the throttle, boom, your car just crossed the road, and then now your Volkswagen broke down, you are fed up with it, or a few years ago you were fed up with it, and then you bought a Renault Captur. Do not do the same thing at a junction. You'll get yourself killed because the car will turbo lag. I turbo lag, I full throttled now. Almost 3 seconds. Then only the whole thing responds.
Yeah.
And there's no sport mode, there's only eco mode. That means I would say that there is an even more retarded mode than that. But overall, if I like the design, if I'm attracted by the design, is pretty nice, right? The dual tone.
Yeah, I like the dual tone color.
If I like the design, then maybe I can put up with these.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it has a bit of a mini kind of aura to it from the outside.
From the outside, not the inside build,
Yeah.
No way they can.
Interestingly, these seat covers you can remove and change one. You can change to different color.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You see the zipper patterns.
What the fuck?
You can zip them.
Since when a car maker do that?
Well, since Renault.
That's pretty interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So as it tickles your fancy, you can like buy new seat covers and change. Although I don't imagine they will come cheap if you buy Renault items. None of these manufacturer sourced items are.
Yep.
Okay, then right there.
So 90 plus. No, it's not 90 plus. It's 109,000.
Yeah.
Turn right here.
Turn right here. Yeah.
109,000.
It's an intriguing choice lah, but you know
it's one of the most affordable in the segment. I think it is the most affordable in the segment.
Yeah, once you factor in all the discounts. But yeah,
if you're buying this car, ask for a discount. Yeah, don't buy full price, because we remembered from time to time Renault does give discounts that the price went below 100k.
Yeah.
Right? So speed down.
Oh, wow, not bad.
okay, not like a Ford lah.
No, not Ford.
Cannot
but,
compare to Ford.
But hey, pretty good.
Cannot compare to Ford. Ford is like,
Oh, the masters, man, Ford.
yeah, Fords are masters. And now BMWs as well.
Oh,
New Audis.
yeah. I'm still amazed at how the 330e M Sport, how comfortable it was.
Yeah, we
Despite wearing M Sport suspension.
magic carpet suspension. Magic.
Imagine if they spec the like full luxury comfort suspension.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's come back to this car. So, what's your verdict on this?
I mean,
Okay, front and right.
first of all, most of the cars.
Left also can.
What? Left or right?
Turn left. You're already on.
Got such thing on
Yeah.
Left, but right also can.
It's PJ, bro. Every road leads everywhere.
I hate the throttle lag, the double lag. I just cannot.
Was that wheel spin I felt?
Is it? Maybe when it came on song.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a car for me,
Okay.
but
Keep left.
for most of the time when I hop up to cars of this size, given my
Okay, keep right again. Turn right later.
given my size,
Yeah.
I always find it uncomfortable with my sitting position.
Yeah.
Like the Polo, I can never get a proper sitting position with the Polo, but this car I can. Immediately
Turn right.
I sit in here,
Yeah.
I'm in a very comfortable sitting position.
Yep.
Very good vantage point, visibility, everything is good, decent. It's just the thing that buggers me maybe is the interior build. It's not badly built. It's just I look at the exterior. It feels a bit premium-ish. Left, right, go straight.
Go
Where?
straight.
Go straight. So I look at the exterior. It looks a bit premium. So I expected an interior that the interior is way better than Ford Fiesta lah. Huh?
Oh yeah, of course.
Ford Fiesta, the Ford Fiesta is barely better than the Proton Iriz.
Yeah. So basically,
oh, you drive slow. It's okay. Suspension.
yeah. What was I trying to get at?
I would say this is a comfortable car
Correct.
that can do Ulu Yam pretty well.
Yeah.
It's pretty tidy.
Yeah.
Right.
Except when I remembered, okay, this is once again old memory, right?
Yeah.
I remember from the media drive 2-3 years ago.
FC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
chassis is good,
Oh, Renault's.
but the engine fails to keep up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't quite keep up with it. Yeah. At
Renault's are masters at it, right? They are damn good with
That's right.
handling. Yeah, I think it's the drivetrain that doesn't do the chassis justice.
Correct.
Are you not letting me pass and then you're just gonna block up the entire road and
You'd be
jam it up?
surprised.
Since when PJ people are so uncivilized?
Oh, they always have been, bro.
I thought only Kuchai people do that.
Turn left.
Burn.
Somebody will get offended, man. Left.
Well, because I stay in Kuchai.
Oh.
I was from Kuchai.
Oh, okay.
I know how Kuchai is.
Okay. No offense. Wink.
No offense.
Straight.
Sorry, I can never get your home's direction right.
Never mind, it's okay.
Ayo, the turbo lag, man. Turbo lag. Very
Okay, in
tidy
front.
handling, very good steering.
Okay, in front there, turn right.
Yeah, turn right. Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
Okay, stop.
Where's your house?
Turn right.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Okay, stop behind the Saga there.
The brakes, man. You try it. The brakes are
Pretty good.
Saga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go down and grab the Iriz keys for you.
Okay. While I finish up my talking.
Okay.
Okay, I bring you guys around the interior.
See you guys.
Oh shit. Go like Con's channel, Con Wai Lun. Okay? Now, here's to let you guys have a
bloody
look.
hell, the I can smell the brake there.
Yeah. Lousy brakes. Okay. Let you have a look. That's the fuse box we talk about, which eats up almost half of the glove box. This is the compartment that is curiously well built. It's very built. It's as if you're gonna store some heavy duty nuclear stuff in here. Even this, I think this lid is over-engineered. It could have been very simple. This is very easy to use. I've played with it in the Clio. Very straightforward and very user-friendly. It's because everything is just there, right? It's self-explanatory. Alright, one USB port here. This is for your keys. So I'm gonna lock you guys back here. This is for you to slot in the key. Renault gives you a very nice key card, so when you put it in your pocket, it doesn't obstruct you in any way. There's a 12-volt socket there, some compartment here, rubberized, start-stop button, and cup holders that are Coca-Cola, Red Bull, okay, and random stuffs, and another cup holder which I've complained about this whole plastic molding in my Clio review. They could have molded something that is more usable, especially when they are turning a Clio into a crossover. The crossover is obviously more for like family use. They could have done that. And yeah, I'm gonna drive the Iriz now. Alright, so look at the rear. Let me go check it out. The fuck, I'm trying to shut off the car. What? I couldn't switch off the car because the key is not around. Eh? Okay, I tapped it 2 times. It shut off already, but the aircon is still on somehow. Let me hold. Okay, good. I need to double press the start stop to off it since the keys are with you.
Oh.
So it's a bit interesting. It doesn't allow me to switch it off. No, why? No,
do you still need further?
Nope. I'm gonna show the legroom at the back a bit. Ooh, very interesting design.
Yeah, nice, cool, right?
Very cool. You can practice your guitar here. Okay, a lot of legroom. Okay, plenty. Headroom, 2 fingers of headroom, and this is the kind of seat back where you have to pull it up, just so for you to put your head down. And this is pretty comfy, but you can see the bench is not full length, and the bench is pretty flat. So there are no contours to the bench, so that when you sit in, you don't sink in. So short distance is alright. Long distance, you will feel a lack of support. Tiny door bins at the back. Let's look at the boot. Okay, it could be even slightly larger than the XV, because the XV has a really tiny boot. Oh, it's definitely larger than the XV because this is the false floor, and then you have a very deep hidden compartment. So it's more practical than an XV when it comes to doing fetching friends from KLIA. And yeah, it's a pretty good looking car, I would say. Let's have a look at the exterior. It's a very good looking car. It's a different approach from the CX-3. CX-3 looks really angry. This one looks very approachable. Like what Con said, this one has a mini kind of charisma or character to it. But the drivetrain is powerful when the turbo wakes up. Okay, it's okay when the dual clutch wakes up. Other than that, this car is pretty alright. So the 3 things that I do not like about this car is the hard plastics that are just overwhelmingly cocooning you. Not a word I should use with hard plastics. And the engine, the drivetrain pairing that, like the Clio, just doesn't match up to the chassis of the car. And of course the brakes. These 3 things. Other than that, this car is pretty fine for its price as a crossover. But if you compare this to a Super Mini like a Peugeot 208 or a Mazda 2, which doesn't have a ride height that is jacked up, those cars are 20,000 cheaper. Alright, that's the Renault Captur. Cheers.